Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurayuddin binti Muhammad Zahari, metric number 059090. So I will presenting about war crimes. For the introduction, a war crime is a major violation of the norms and customs that apply in times of armed conflict, which give rise to individual criminal culpability under international law. Some scholars define war crime as a major violation of the Geneva Convention or Additional Protocol 1 or a serious violation of the norms and conventions that govern armed conflicts. This includes intentional death, torture or harsh treatment, seizing hostage, killing prisoners, attacks on undefended communities that are not military objectives, or attacks on people or those delivering humanitarian aid. To be considered a war crime, the violation must involve the individual criminal responsibility of the person breaking the rule under customary or treaty law. War crimes are major violation of international humanitarian law perpetrated in international and non-international armed conflicts that result in individual criminal liability. Various provisions under IHL, customary law and treaty law prohibit the commission of war crime. First is grave breach of the Geneva Convention and of Additional Protocol 1 AP1 that apply in international armed conflict. Second, common Article 3 of the Geneva Conventions that apply in all conflicts. And other serious violation of international humanitarian law that apply in either international or internal armed conflicts. Next, the next one is grave breach of the Geneva Convention. Each of the 4 Geneva Conventions contains grave breach provisions that expressly criminalize the most egregious grave violation of the convention norms. The grave breach section lists the following acts as violation of war laws. The first one is willful killing, torture or inhuman treatment, including biological experiments, willfully causing great suffering or serious injury to body or health, extensive destruction and appropriation of property not justified by military necessity and carried out unlawfully and wantonly. Compelling a prisoner of war or a civilian to serve in the forces of a hostile power, willfully depriving a prisoner of war or a civilian of the right of fair and regular trial, unlawful deportation or transfer or unlawful confinement of a civilian, and lastly is taking civilian as hostage. The list of breach in the Geneva Conventions was expanded in AP1. Provisions for grave breach are considered part of customary international law. The rules for grave breach only apply to violations committed during an international armed conflict and against persons protected by Geneva Convention. Civilian and combatant are both protected by the Geneva Convention. Protected civilian is persons who are in hands of the adversary, while protected combatant is persons who qualify as prisoners of war. Next is Common Article 3 of the Geneva Convention. Article 3 of the 4 Geneva Conventions, on the other hand, establish several fundamental guarantees that also apply during non-international armed conflict. In the instance of Tadic, the ICTY determined that Common Article 3 established a minimum core of necessary norms applicable to all armed conflicts, whether international or non-international in nature. As a result, the nature of the conflict is unimportant. The ICTY also ruled that violation of Common Article 3 rules result in criminal liability. The ICTR and ICC statutes clearly criminalize violation of Common Article 3. Furthermore, Customary international law and other treaties provide for further major violation of IHL that are punishable by law. They set forth prohibition that apply in, which is international armed conflicts only, internal armed conflicts only, or in both international and internal armed conflict. Next is Article 8 of Rome Statute. The ICC, under Article 8 of Rome Statute, has jurisdiction over war crimes, including first, grave breach of the Geneva Convention; second, serious violation of the law and custom of internal armed conflicts; third, serious violation of common Article 3 committed in a non-international armed conflict; and serious violation of the law and custom of non-international armed conflict. It is noteworthy that the Rome Statute distinguishes between war crimes forbidden in international armed conflict and those applicable in domestic armed conflict. The last one is elements common to all war crimes. These elements are: the first one is armed conflict. There must have been an armed conflict when and where the alleged crimes were committed. Second is protected person, which is the victim must be protected under IHL. Third is nexus. There must be a sufficient nexus between the accused act and the armed conflict. Fourth is existing IHL. The violation must be breach of customary or treaty IHL binding on the accused. The next one is gravity. The violation must be serious and involve grave consequences for the victims. Next is individual criminal responsibility. The violation must entail individual criminal responsibility of persons breaching the rule. The last one is awareness. It is also necessary to prove that the accused was aware that an armed conflict existed. All of the factors distinguish war crimes from other types of crimes. It is not necessary to demonstrate that war crimes were perpetrated as part of a strategy, policy, or large-scale commission of such crime. So that's all for war crimes. Thank you.